Good day, everyone. Puddin' here. A couple things were brought up yesterday that I wanted to address. Number one, a comment was made that I needed to get a drill or something to put my stabilizer jacks down. Now, let me remind you, I said earlier that I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I sure in hell like the dullest, and I like doing things smarter, not harder. I've been like 2 steps ahead of you. I had this before I even left Washington. So, that was one thing. Another thing is, I'm going to run outside, and I'm going to show you why I cannot flip my axles. I don't have straight axles. My axles are really weird on this thing. They're Dexter axles, but they have it's like a raise in them. But I will show you what I'm planning on doing with the axles. So it's going to be kind of a little dark and it's going to be a little fuzzy. Hopefully I can get a good video from under there. Like yesterday was a little dark, so I'm going to hope I can get this done good. Alright, so I climbed underneath here, and as you can tell, I don't have much room. I'm pretty cramped in here. Here's my axle. My axle doesn't go straight into the wheel. It goes up into this. This goes into the wheel. So there's a drop. So my axle actually goes out and up. And I hope you can see that well enough. But this is the reason why I cannot flip my axles. Now, there is a kit that I can do that will flip the axle. And, but the kit is like $59 or something like that. And, I really don't want to pay that kind of money to do that when, if I can get scoot over here a little bit more. If you can see this, this is the shackle. There's one on both sides. I'm going to try on this, and I hope you can see this. There's about 3 inches right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end and I'm going to flip it down. Oh crap, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to take this and flip it down here and put it underneath. Do I know if that's going to work or not? I don't know. The Ty that's here said that he has done that before and it has worked. This is cast. I don't know if that will hold up or not, but I'm going to try it and see, and I hope it does. I would really love, and I would gain about 3 inches of clearance by doing that. Maybe 2-3 inches, something like that. Maybe enough just so I don't drag my plumbing, and my plumbing is all like right there, if you can see that. So that's why this right here is why I cannot flip, but I'm going to try to do that there and flip the shackles so I can get a little more height off of it. I hope this has answered your question, and we'll have to see what happens out of this. Alright, one thing I noticed that I forgot to mention while I was under there talking about my axle, how it comes out and then it goes up. And the kit for that, it's not actually dropping the axle, it's lowering it below the spring. But there's a lot of welding involved with mine. I think there's welding involved with all of them. Don't quote me, I'm not for sure. But I know on mine there's a lot of welding involved, and I'm not going to be able to do that because, number one, I don't have a welder, and I'm going to end up having to take it to a shop to have it done. And I can't afford that kind of money. I can afford the $59 or whatever it is for the kit, which is no problem. But there's pieces that have to be welded on the axle in order to drop it below the springs. That's why I don't want to go that route. Eventually what I want to do is get just straight axles where it comes out and then goes directly into the wheel instead of having that drop where it comes out and then goes up, because I'm losing about 5 inches from that drop, and that's what I don't like about it. I don't like those drop axles. They suck, but I have to deal with it. So I'm trying to figure out a cheap, inexpensive way to just give me a little height until I can get the money saved up to get 2 new Dexter straight axles. So I wanted to make that clear. It's not because the kit is too expensive. The kit is not expensive. It's only $59. But I have to take it to a shop, have them weld it, and they're going to charge me for welding, and they would end up having to do it because I don't have access to a welder, and I don't have access to a shop like that. So I'd end up having to take it to them. They would end up doing it all, and it would probably, by the time it was all done and said with the $59 part, it would end up costing me probably $600-700 just to have that done. I don't really know if I want to put that kind of money into this. I mean, yeah, I want to keep this for a few more years, but I don't know if I want to put that kind of money into it, knowing that I really want to upgrade, and I don't want to keep this for a long, long time. But it will be worth it. Yeah, it would be worth it to have the clearance so I'm not dragging. So I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. So I don't know if I want to get it raised or not. I do know that I want to do what I can with what I can afford right now, and that's fine with me. And if it breaks along the way, then I've got serious issues. Then I'll have to worry about that when that time comes. So I just wanted to make that clear, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Since I was under here before I got out, I wanted to get this video. There's this right here. When I talked yesterday about having someone check the underlayment, this is what I'm talking about. If you see any cuts or any tape or anything on this underlayment, and it goes all the way from the front, I know this is bad, and I'm sorry for that, but it goes all the way from the front to the back. And if you notice, there are no cuts or no rips or anything in my underlayment. Alright, now that I'm actually up and I can do stuff, that is what you want to look at. If there are any rips or any tape or anything on that underlayment, you want to ask questions. You want to ask what was done, if they did a repair, if they hit something. The dealership may not know, and maybe they have a number for the people that owned it, that maybe they can call them and find out what happened. So just keep that in mind. And I know I've showed this once before, but this is my battery bank. And then if I walk right over here and pull this out, there's my charge controller. And as you can see, my batteries are charged. Then I run this cord out here, and it connects right into here, so it's easy connect. Let me shut this real quick. And then I have my cord that runs out to my very, very dirty Harbor Freight solar panels. So, and that is my setup. And yes, the one is cracked. It got stepped on, but it still works, and it still puts out the same wattage as the other three do. So, and it works good. It's a good starter kit. Welcome to School Time with Puddin'. It's an educational class. Now, sit down in your seats and let's get busy. All right. Our first word today is acquit. Acquit. You can't fire me because I quit. Second word, guzzle. Guzzle. Puddin' can down some Jack, but guzzle drink you under the table. 3, call 'em. Call 'em. Your daddy's favorite, so Puddin', you call 'em. Number 4, county. County. To candy past 10, a Chevy owner has to take off his shoes. Alright, that's School Time with Puddin'. I hope you like the words today. I'm still trying to figure out what else to put in here. Hopefully you guys can come up with some ideas. I know there was a guy that put a phrase on there that, 5 letters, you can get a Spanish phrase. I don't remember who it was. I read through it, but I'm trying to figure out something that I can actually make school time with pudding last a little longer. So any ideas would be grateful. I'm still trying to come up with something, and just bear with me. I'm doing the best I can, so I'm hoping here in the next week or so I can come up with something better. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me again today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. And this is Puddin', and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a great puddin-tastic day. Later.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.